Hello, and welcome back to Burrows. So glad I didn't have to do any editing. I know that I said I had to. And I know that it said totally skip. I don't know what I was thinking when I read that. Oh well. You know me. I can't. I don't understand things. I don't comprehend what I read. You all know this. It's fine. It's fine. It's part of the charm, right? It takes me a minute to come down from the high, my junk feeling itchy, and I tuck everything back into my pants. Mark looks pretty good from this angle. Maybe our next time together will be... Oh, right. Whatever lingering pleasure that remained is soon enveloped by a wave of darkness. That was it. Our final act. He sighs and puts his glasses back on.
Oh, hope this wasn't important.
Huh? I try to shake off that fatigue. Yes, and look down at what he's holding. It's the card Virgil gave me.
Some of your, stuff got on it.
Ah, sorry. I'm kind of messy when it comes to...
Oh?
He drops it, covering his mouth after remembering our predicament. What's wrong?
I don't know. It just burned me.
I reach down and pull back after feeling a fire-like warmth radiating from it. What the hell?
You said Virgil gave it to you. Could it be another trap? As if we're not in dire enough straits.
A successful tribute has been made. Eh? Okay. Wait, can Mark hear that? Or is it us jumping that makes him be like, oh? You know, it is what it is. What? Oh, right, him. What do you mean tribute? Ow?
Now what?
Something hot is burning a tiny hole into my leg. I try to fish it out of my pocket with a finger like a hot What? That's a Q. I don't know what this... I probably know what this is, but I probably can't recognize the spelling. We'll just move on. The pebble I grab from the lobby clatters to the floor, or rolling towards the card with an almost magnetic attraction.
Wait, you really held on to that?
It's a tradition. It rolls onto the center of the card, and they both start to glow.
What the?
No way. All misplaced things yearn for whence they came. I think it wants to go back to the lobby. I can't help but smile, as little sense as it makes. Me too, buddy. Me too.
How do you figure?
I tap my head and nod with confidence. Call it Irish intuition. Really.
More like Irish insanity.
Make your intent known to it. Please, get us out of here. I can feel some invisible presence shaking its head. That was the wrong command. Let's go home? I hear the sound of a lock becoming undone, and the glow dims into a soft green hue. It feels calming in contrast to the blinding red of this nightmare. Okay. The elevator suddenly jerks, as if someone was reaching inside to reorient it. Mark and I get flung to the side, while the rock and card stay glued to the floor. I wait, and... Oh... Okay. With a satisfying hum, the elevator starts to slowly descend again. This is some fun elevator tunes. Yeah. Okay. Mark breathes a sigh of relief, and I embrace him in a tight hug.
Oh, I can't believe that worked.
We're going to make it. I smile at the hard-working little rock. Thanks. I owe you one. I'll get you back to your home. Mark 2. As we slowly descend, I take a moment to try and gather my thoughts. Maybe Mark only felt he had to confess that because we were about to die. And after all, who says I love you after only 3 days? I turn and he's resting on my shoulder, looking content.
It's crazy.
Eh, what is? Did he read my mind or something?
When we almost bit the dust, I started thinking about what our life together would have been. That we could have made it work in that lovely little apartment, maybe.
I'm such a hypocrite. That doesn't sound too bad. He perks up.
Really?
Really? I think I'd like to try that.
So you weren't just saying what you said to be nice.
Nope. Meant every word. He kisses me on the cheek, chuckling under his breath.
Jeez, talk about crazy first dates. Unless you counted the tour I gave you.
I sneak another kiss, tasting myself on his lips. Mark, I counted the first day we met. I counted the first day we met.
Huh, so did I.
We match the numbers on the dial, go down one by one. I can see brief flashes of each floor through the gap in the doors. Most look similar to the ones we've explored, while others are devoid of any light and color. Could they be floors Virgil failed to plan for? Maybe this was the route he wanted us to take after all. Our peaceful descent is suddenly interrupted by a bump underneath of us as the elevator comes to an unexpected halt. My confusion turns to panic as I feel the carriage starts lifting to one side. Eto? I grab him before he can slide away. My view turns diagonal as the room falls towards the left, ending with a loud bang that reverberates through my skull.
Shit, what happened?
I don't know. Something must have been blocking the rest of the shaft. I look at the dial and my heart skips. Fuck. We're only on the 3rd floor.
So we still...
I nod, not happy about it either.
Great.
We dust ourselves off and carefully walk over to the door, but they refuse to open automatically after being warped. Mark grabs one side and I take the other, pulling with all of our strength until the gap is wide enough for us to slip through. I grab the card and Pebble, not forgetting my promise.
All right, let's get this over with.
I grab his hand and squeeze, feeling more confident than ever with him by my side. Right. Love that. We exit our metal prison and emerge into a hallway with only a single gleaming light in the distance that provides any sense of perspective.
You don't think one of the other floors had a flashlight, do you?
Possibly. It doesn't matter if we died before getting here, though. He nods, gulping nervously.
Hold my hand. I don't want to lose you in the dark.
He doesn't have to tell me twice. I grab him tightly and let him lead. It's dead quiet, the only sound being our footsteps echoing through the impossibly long hallway. The temptation to run straight towards the light is strong, but we know it's safer to take our time. Even in the dark, I can make out the vague outlines of doors lining the walls. Most are without doorknobs or entirely misshapen, resembling something straight out of Dr. Caligari's cabinet. I whisper to Mark to keep on the lookout for a real door, and he nods in agreement, not wanting to take his eyes off the light. The hand I was using to guide myself suddenly falls through what should have been a closed door into empty space. Huh. Before I can fully grasp it, I'm blinded by a stinging pain on my forearm.
Get away! Oh, what the fuck?
Ooh, what's happening here? What fun things are happening? He lets go of me, and I fall back. Seconds become minutes as my brain tries to register what's happening. Some wiry-looking cat emerges from the darkness, gripping a bloody steak knife. Mark's looking at me in shock. I hit the ground. The cat ignores Mark entirely, throwing the knife to face the blade down at me. You did this! What? I couldn't even force an expletive? through my chattering teeth. My arm is throbbing as blood trickles down my fingers like hot water from a tap.
Get away from him!
They both disappear from sight as Mark tackles him into whatever room he came from. But Mark, be careful! I'm cut off by the familiar crack of a baseball bat. Again and again. Mark?
Fucking piece of shit! Cutting my lover.
I feel around blindly until I find the edge of the doorway, pulling myself over with my good arm. The cat is on his back. Mark is hitting on top of him, yes. Arms raised in the air, brandishing a bat splattered in blood. Stop it! You're going to... His face whips around, drool hanging from his sneering lips.
Going to what? Kill him? I have every right.
But please, he's already unconscious. Everything gets blurry, and I feel myself slipping.
Gray. Oh my god, he hit a vein!
His voice gets muffled as everything goes cold. Yes. Where we going? Okay. I came to, fighting through the numbness. Someone is messing with my arm. Oh, right. We were just...
Gray, are you awake?
Everyone's getting so bloodied up, you know? It's kind of fun. I blink and everything comes back into focus. Mark is wrapping my arm in gauze, and I'm suddenly very aware of a burning pain coming from underneath. Fuck!
Sorry, I had to work with what I had.
He pulls out a pair of scissors from the first aid kit, snipping off the last section of bandages as he can secure it with a safety pin.
Just be glad you were unconscious when I applied the anesthetic. We'll have to take you to a real doctor to get this looked at once we get out of here. I know a guy who won't ask questions.
Sus. I nod, struggling to focus through the pain. He rips open a paper package and places some pills into my hand.
Take these for the pain. And before you ask, I don't have any water.
His friendly demeanor, after seeing such a violent side of him, is putting me on edge. Okay. I try to conjure up enough spit to swallow them, but it still goes down rougher than I thought. Rougher than I'd like, yes. He stays quiet for a while, shaking his head and muttering under his breath. Mark?
That could have gone really bad. Really bad, Gray.
Yeah. Thanks for saving me.
You don't get it.
I don't? He sighs, rubbing his fingers across his lips as if he had a cigar between them.
If something happened to you, I don't know what I would do.
He's shaking.
What would even be the point of...
I grip my teeth and turn to grab his arm, with my slightly less injured hand. No, don't think like that. It won't do us any good right now. This is what he wants. He wipes his nose, looking at me with a childlike fear in his eyes.
To give up hope. Well, he did a damn good job.
He shakes his head, my words clearly not reaching him.
You know that cat? The one I almost turned into paste. Pate?
What are all these funny little squiggles on the top? I don't know. I don't know what that... What is... I'm too American for this.
He used to live a few floors down from me. A son of some wealthy aristocrat that retired in the Hamptons.
Used to?
Yeah, he had some mental issues. Never found out what exactly. They sent him to an asylum upstate a few years ago because his condition was worsening. And I read about his death in the paper not that long before you arrived.
I see. So it wasn't just that crazy old woman.
Something fucked up is going on here. That rabbit is doing this to get to me. Using their bodies.
He shudders, holding his knees to his chest.
I don't want to end up like that. If something happens to me here, I need you to... I already told you, that won't happen. Don't let him get into your head, Mark. It's late for that, dear. He already sent you my way, didn't he? He laughs morbidly, slamming a fist against the wall. It was already too late for me. Damn it. I have no choice now. Mark, there's something else I've been keeping from you. He raises his eyebrows, nodding for me to continue. On the first night, I saw you die. I thought it was just a nightmare, but now I'm starting to think it was a premonition. If nothing changes, you're going to die by the end of the year. His eyes widen for a moment before he shakes my words away. This is all insane. I'm telling the truth. I saw your head blown into pieces right in front of me. All I wanted to do was forget that horrible image and enjoy my time with you. But it's clear that we'll never have a future together unless we can beat this game and escape. I grab his limp hand and slide my fingers between them. Isn't that worth fighting for? It is. He squeezes my hand. Yeah, it is. Thanks for telling me, Gray. I needed to hear that. This isn't just my problem. He stands up, collecting what's left of our supplies and taking inventory. With a smile and a nod, he helps me to my feet and we continue down the hallway. The closer we get, the more the shape of the light comes into focus. It's a window. That's a window? That's a door. I don't think we could survive a fall from the 3rd floor. I think you can. I guess it depends on how tall. You can survive from a 2nd story, right? You, like, break your legs, but, like, you can survive depending on how you land, right? We can get there is all I'm saying. No. I'm just wondering if the outside of the building has changed as much as the inside. Huh. We finally reached the end of the hall, only being met with the window and an old radiator. Step back and cover your face. I do so, shutting my eyes right as the sound of shattering glass fills the dead air around us. Hey, a warning next time, maybe. Sorry, just improvising. I open my eyes to see him using his bat to push the remaining shards of glass out into the streets below. Okay, hold my legs. Excuse me? What are you doing? Just do what I say. Fine. He climbs onto the air radiator and pokes his head out, looking around in the unknown. I hear him exclaim something and beg for him to climb back down. Bingo! The fire escape is here! You can't be serious. I don't care how fancy this place is supposed to be. You can't pay me to walk on these filthy things. We could use it to get to the ground floor in no time. Come on, sugar. But he's coming on thick with a lot of these like little cute pet names, you know. You want to start that life of ours, don't you? Let's go. I whine, but he doesn't budge. Fine. He smiles and pulls himself out of the window, the metal framework already creaking under his weight. A brown hand reaches out to me and I grab hold, cringing in pain as he pulls me through. Easy now, dear. Ooh, look at this fun little background. My feet hit the floor and I'm already woozy, looking through the gaps at the sidewalk 3 stories below. Come on. This can't be as bad as the Empire State Building. No, you're right. I can do this. We both turn around and stare at the world laid out before us, unsure of what to say. Like my first visit, the skyline of the city is jagged and mismatched with window streets and curved buildings that would be impossible to navigate. Below us, the crazed populace of this hellscape riot in the street. Oh, that's loud. Well, these people party. Well, not look, but you can listen to these people partying, you know? Of this hellscape riot in the streets. Could they be the souls of the dead, like the others we'd met inside? Mark shakes his head in disbelief. It'd be insanity to try to escape through the front door. Damn it. I always knew this would happen, but not like this. We head down the stairs before I can ask what he meant.
I follow, gingerly walking down one step at a time so as not to slip through the gaps. What do you mean, you knew?
Well, you know, all of the civil rights protests they've been doing. Oh, right, you couldn't know.
He waits for me at the bottom of the steps, as I've resorted to sliding down each step on my butt as slowly as possible. Okay.
The labor races won their civil rights a few years ago, but not everyone was in agreement. Racist cops are still going to be racist even after the laws change, as you saw the other day.
Unfortunately.
So it's just a matter of time before there's a race war. This country's a melting pot that's about to boil over.
He would know the current political situation better than I do, but I can't help but find his outlook grim. After another 20 minutes of butt scooting, we manage to get to the lowest level. Mark readies his bat and smashes another window. I think you're enjoying this too much.
Guess I have a taste for it now. Better a window than some cat's head, right?
That's not funny. He shrugs and crawls inside, waving me to follow.
Careful. The floor is covered in broken glass.
Okay, I'll end the part here, everyone, so I'll see you guys around.